quick update. It's going to be a short one, but we'll go over our general markets. I do want to see what's happening with Bitcoin. Is we just kind of been ranging here under this level of what is now acting as resistance. We did come in and tap this daily finally today. So far, rejecting it. I don't know if it will continue to do so, but we're going to remove that and place it here because we have not come down to test the lower end of the daily. So that is now our new valid daily. This one has been tapped, it's been removed. We still have our value area low up here along with this gap on a 3 bar down candle. That for me is still my high term time frame or higher term time frame possible resistance level. If we hit this and reject, I think we fall back down, especially since a lot of people will see this as a break of this trend line. It could just be a deviation break where we wick up, touch it, fall back down. We have another layer of support here. Not a super strong layer, but it is a layer of support down between 51,000 and 50 um, with our value area low and gap coming in around 60 to 61,000. So if we get a reaction up here, I'd probably enter into a short trade. If you guys, I know I put out earlier, if you guys longed here, again, this, I'm going to say this tail, bottom of this tail on this candle at 54,380. That's your validation point. We should not drop back below here. If we do, we'll take this low, and once we take that low, we'll probably finish filling in this single print candle and come down to 51,000. I wouldn't want to get caught in that. So if you did take a long, and you took some profits, hopefully up here, it's not too late. We're still at a good point to take a little profit, lock it in, and then make sure your stops are no lower than the wick of this candle. We'll need to see higher term signs of strength before going hard long. What I'd really like to do is to reclaim, if we are going to go long, is to come up and break this into this value area low and reclaim it as support, where we could come up. Let me pull up just for illustration, where we could come up, break through it, come down, test it as support, and then we can start moving into the point of control and the value area high. And this area here would be our new long zone where we come in and try to make it back up into the value area high, possibly higher. Um, Still, if we come down into here, that'll be my next reaction area, I would expect. This is major support down here at about 42.5. I don't want to lose that, particularly under this wick. That would be rather bearish. 38.5 is a key level to defend. So what I am looking for in here would be pattern support. We'd be able to take off this low to the high to the mid. We came about 50% down, back to another high, close to that 886 retracement, right? And then another 886 would be right here on 42.5. That would complete our pattern support right on top of a major support level. And at that point, I would definitely be looking into making some swing longs to come back up, and at the very least, come back up into our prior range and continue the range. Bat patterns are very common with range continuation. So if we can lift up out of here before forming the bat, I think, we could probably call this. Let me take this off here. I think a lot of people would see this as kind of a contracting wedge at this point, right? So you've got price coming down into this wedge, and we break out of the wedge and continue up. I think that would be our best bullish case scenario for a sooner, get that off, just for a sooner rise up into our target range. I would like to see it hit. I'd love for it to see it hit 100,000 before getting any major retracements, but I do have a minimum here just under 80,000. All right, let me move over to our larger markets and take a look at what they're doing. Oh, I've got them here. All right, so this is the SPY. It's not just the S&P 500. It's the SPY, um, the smaller ETF trust. This is what most people would be taking positions on if they were using stock options. So if you're getting into options contracts, I want to see, and it's what I'm looking at now, especially with time, is we're coming in towards August, and I want to see in August, I want to see this 1618 up here at 561.48 get hit, and I want to see a reaction. I think we got a couple more weeks where we could slowly leak up and hit that, get a reaction, come down and test this trend line, and then do a failed recovery, and form an M pattern. It's a very common reversal pattern in our PRZ, which is our potential reversal zone, and then come down into target one. For time, right, the 127 uh, trend fib is July 24th. No, sorry, July 15th. So we could be coming up into that, kind of hover around that level towards the end of July, early August. We get a reaction. Late August tends to be a little bullish, so I think that could be our failed upswing into September, right? And then September and October get that bearish action going and head down. Um, it may just range in the PRZ for a while beforehand, because after October we get our most bullish months of the year. It's November and December, but I would like to see it come and maybe you get like a little mini flash crash down and try to take this low here at 493.86 to hit target one at 480.18. Um, I'm not expecting a flash crash all the way to target two. Now, that would be severe. Um, I mean, it's possible, but that would be very severe. That would be a very large and fast move. I think it's going to come and take it in chunks and then rise and come back down if we get into target two. And that's an if. Conversely, on the Qs, I have a very similar pattern. Again, we're not quite to that 1618 extension at 504. We are very close. Similar idea, similar time fibs. This one's a little bit different because the Qs peaked on their first high a little bit sooner than the S&P did. And if I take the points here for the trend fib and I put them at this high, which is closer to the S&P, then we're again, we're in very, very similar territory time wise. Um, but I'm going to leave it here with the pattern just because. Anyway, it's kind of a zone or a range, and kind of the same idea. This one I got ranging a little bit more. You can see we're after December. As we get into the colder months, maybe it then kind of edges on down and starts to hit this low or take this low as a support. And I like these ideas because what they do is, they form small harmonics, right? You can see maybe a small one here, come back up, test the line, and uh, then we form like a bigger one, maybe another bat pattern, or come down into like a crab where we hit that 1618 down here at the 618 around 350. So target two, 350.05, if we get all the way down into there. If not, I really am looking to hopefully hit target one at 380, sorry, at 409.23. So 409.23 is my major target one. We need to start seeing a reaction up here at the 1618 if we touch it at 504.30, and that's for the Qs. And for the larger markets, that's going to do it for me for my updates. I'll have another one coming in this next week. It's been a little, I know they've been a little slow, and I'm supposed to have them on the weekends. We've had some rough family news lately, so we are dealing with some uh, some sad news, and I will try to keep you guys updated. If you have any questions, just ask. You can always ask me in the Discord. I read through them fairly often, and I try to get back to everybody. So anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.